In this tutorial, we will learn how to force a copy in Google Docs. This allows you to force a person that you have shared a document with to make a copy before they can use it. You have the ability to force a copy in Google Docs, Slides, and Sheets. Practical classroom uses for forcing a copy include a slide project template. Maybe you have some notes that a note presentation that you want your students to be able to fill in, or any other document that you want your students or colleagues to copy before they use it. Think of a forced copy like taking a virtual trip to a copy machine to make individual copies for your students in your virtual classroom. So now let's get started. For the purpose of today's tutorial, we'll be using a Google Slides template. Here I have a book report template I can click through that I want my students to use to fill in about a book that they have read in class. This simply serves as a shell that I've deemed as my class requirements for this assignment. So students, the expectation is for students to fill in this information. They will be able to input their own information by using the force copy feature in Google. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to make sure, first of all, that our share options are enabled properly for our document. By clicking this gold share button, we have the option to change our share permissions. So right now, if you notice, it says anyone at Newton County Schools with this link can view. If I want to change these parameters, right now, my students or my colleagues would have to use their Newton County credentials. If I didn't want that and I wanted anyone with the link to be able to get this, I could do that. And I can even restrict it to specific people. For the purpose of today, I'm going to leave it for Newton County Schools. And once I do that, I click done. Now you're going to be back at your document and you'll be back to your template. If you notice, there is the URL to your document here at the top. And all the way at the end, you should notice the words edit. We are going to take our cursor and delete everything after the edit, including the word edit, excuse me. And then I'm going to type the word copy. So now this is us going to the copy machine, okay? And then I'm going to hit the enter button on my keyboard. Now you'll notice that you're getting some spinning and you're going to get a screen that looks like this. And it says, would you like to make a copy of the ELA book report? Remember, I've created a new URL for this document. So this is no longer my original. This is the copy. So this is the link that I would share with my students simply by highlighting, right-clicking, and clicking the word copy. Now I have captured that URL. So I can share this URL anywhere. I can share it on my Canvas page. I can share it in an email so that my students now have to copy my template. Remember that if you have not made the permissions on your document shareable, you will not be able to get to this process and it won't work. So when users click your copied link, so now if I were to copy this in a new window, or if it were in my Canvas page, it's forcing me to make a copy. And so all the user would have to do is click the make a copy button. And now this is not my original. Now this is a copy of my template. Okay. And if you notice, it's saying copy of 7th grade ELA book report. And now they can make edits to this, and the new document for the user will be saved in their Google Drive. And it's just that simple. I hope that you enjoyed learning how to force a copy. Remember, you can use these same instructions to share a Google Doc and force a Google Doc copy, or to force a Google Sheets copy. Stay tuned for the next video if you want to learn how to embed your copy link to your Canvas page.